What? Wait, what is going on right now? This is the absolute last thing I ever expected to happen about Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, but here we are, world exclusive. Our webmaster just played a significant amount of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. All of your questions have been answered. Alright, let's get into it. And the thing is, I haven't read this yet. I just saw the tweet, put on a hat because my hair is too messy because it's too early in the morning. And I'm just going to do a live reaction to what we're going to learn about Let's Go. Today, Nintendo Pokemon Company International were kind enough to allow me to play 2 hours of the start of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. And I'd be able to share everything that I experienced while playing the game. That's just insane, Nintendo. Like, this is definitely being done in a very unique way. Is this like kind of what happened with the Japanese Pokemon players, but they're like YouTubers and stuff, but they didn't really share the information that they got? Were they restricted and now Nintendo's just going all out or something? I don't know. In the game demo, I was only able to play through the first 2 hours back to the end of Brock's Gym in Pewter City. This meant that there wouldn't be as much exploring, but could truly show the elements of the game. It continues on much like Pokemon Yellow does, as you would suspect, with the progression that we know going from Pallet Town through Viridian City, Viridian Forest, or to the gym after Viridian Forest. Then, there was a small demo on Route 6 showcasing local cooperative play. Alright, first mechanically. Battles work pretty much exactly the same main series Pokemon games, with the physical and special split remaining intact. Joe Merrick is, like, good thing Joe Merrick got a hold of this, because he is going to be thorough. Like, I'm trying to figure out what I would do with 2 hours, and it would either be figuring everything I could before Brock's Gym, or seeing if I could speed run it to Misty and then find out her gym requirements. IVs fully appear to be within the game, but with limited time with the early part of the game, it's impossible to completely determine if the IV spreads are identical to how they were in the games since Ruby and Sapphire, which does make sense also because, like, there were IVs in the original Pokemon games, which is why I was very confident that IVs weren't removed in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. And the IV DV situation, yeah, is like, is it gonna be like DVs? Maybe it's 0 through 15, should make competitive a lot less annoying than 0 through 31. But that's kind of what we have right here. However, Eevees are a different story, and I think that's also something that we've kind of seen. Like, IVs, yeah, we could look at 2 Pokemon that have been caught in different demos and stuff, compare them, they have different stats, alright, IVs are in. But what's going on with Eevees? At present, it's hard to say what the situation is with EVs. After some battles, an additional +1 appeared in one stat like speed or attack, but this +1 is also added with the candy obtained from transferring Pokemon. This is again something that we've also seen quite a bit, because like with the E3 demo, it's like, yeah, they battled the Geodude kid, I think, before Brock. It's like, oh, Bulbasaur gains a random +1, but then the candies also give 1. Okay. As many people have speculated through various demos and videos, no held items in the game, no option to make Pokemon hold an item. Not even like berries or anything. Alright, makes sense. This means that many of the items that you'd expect, like Choice Band, cannot be found. In addition to this, abilities are also not in the game. I think that, like, it's not a big surprise, but it's good. We finally have full confirmation. No held items, no abilities. That's what we're dealing with right now, and that is not a bad thing, because all my assumptions about Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee have been based on that, because I feel like through one of the other demos, you know, we had tons of people playing at PAX, E3, all these other events and stuff, and they would have gotten hit by like a Caterpie's tackle, Pikachu's static would have activated, and that would have been it. Also, you can tell, like, from the start screen, doesn't look like there's any ability, or not start screen, but like the Pokemon's information page, doesn't look like there's any abilities, doesn't look like there's a held item slot or anything. So that is going to be something. Experience is definitely weighted more towards capture than battle. Typically seem to earn more experience through catching Pokemon, but you'll get bonuses if it's a new Pokemon, quality of capture, so forth. Synchronizing capture with the second player locally boosts the experience bonus. We saw this at E3. Capture is relatively simple. There's a lure item that lasts for a few minutes, which increases while Pokemon spawns. There we go. That's shiny hunted item. I like that. Where can you get that item? Is that like a Pokemon item, or is it something that he randomly found? That's something good that I would actually want a little bit more information on. Pineapple berries increase chances of finding an item after catching a Pokemon. That's cool as well. This is why I'm excited for Pokemon Let's Go, because everything is a reward system, and it's going to be really cool. Like, if I use a pineapple berry and I get more items, that's going to be a way of like min-maxing my Pokemon experience, and I'm super hyped for that. These items typically berries. Cool. I mean, if you get a pineapple berry plus an extra berry, and then you can keep farming captures, that's kind of nice. All right, what do we got? The capture element is much the same as previous demos, but being able to see the Pokemon was much more refreshing experience, allowing the player to try to avoid encounters if they incline. So it seems like he was more interested in the overworld encounters than the catching. The wild encounters do seem to provide a bit more experience than traditional battles. Pokemon also react differently to you based on species. That also seemed about right. Like, some Pokemon run away, some Pokemon charge down, some are docile while others charge you. Abra will teleport away if it spots you. Wait, does that mean he, like, saw an Abra pre-Brock? Ooh, that's something. Trainer battles also end with Pokeballs being given in order to continue capture. Despite my best efforts, couldn't quite determine the mechanics behind comboing Pokemon, catching Pokemon of the same species consecutively. Got a combo of 13 with a Caterpie, but couldn't say for sure if it boosted any IVs or did further capture chances. A combo is broken if the Pokemon flees. What? There's a combo mechanic? I didn't even know that. I didn't know that there was a combo mechanic. Maybe that was something that was said in an interview or something, but we don't really know what happened. Yeah, despite my best efforts, couldn't determine the mechanics behind comboing Pokemon. So apparently comboing Pokemon is a thing, but doesn't, like, I guess that's actually how you get, like, higher IV Pokemon, which would be interesting. He couldn't really tell much of a difference. Also, you can't really determine IVs at such a low rate. I was thinking maybe bonus candies, but that doesn't really make too much sense. So yeah, like, Joe Merrick's actually checking everything out, which is pretty good. Combat points are in the game, much like Pokemon Go, and like Pokemon Go, they are just a quick visual representation of stats of Pokemon, taking on a Pokemon's level, stats, and any other stat boosts. That was kind of shown in interviews. Partner Pokemon do appear to have larger base stats. By comparing a wild Pikachu to starter Pikachu at the same level, there is a vast difference. Base power of Eevee's Sizzly Slide, Bouncy Bubble, and Buzzy Buzz is 90? Is 90? Whoa! That is I thought it was like 60 something. But 90, that makes sense for the Magnemite damage calculation that we saw for the trailer for these moves. But 90? Whoa, that is so much damage. And I mean, that does make the game easier, but also the opponent's Pokemon are going to be harder because we see Misty with Skull, 80 base power, second gym leader. What? Jesse, James, and Mouth appear only in Viridian City. However, they just replaced the old man who needed his coffee, then show you how to catch Pokemon. You still won't battle them until Mount Moon. Okay, I think we actually kind of see that in one of the trailers where it's like, wait a second, why are Jesse and James in Viridian City? I wonder if they're trying to do like Team Rocket and Indoctrination. That's kind of nice. As shown in the information release at June E3, you need to have Grass or Water-type Pokemon before entering Pewter Gym. However, is only needed to enter and not required for your actual team for when you're battling against Brock and the other gym trainers. So any fears of ridiculous... Whoa, look at this! Joe Merrick putting it in! Any fears of ridiculous hand-holding difficulty can be laid to rest. I've been saying that, like, even just looking off the gameplay, I said you don't have to use it against Brock. All you have to do is present the Pokemon, which is going to be pretty much a guarantee as long as you've actually caught, like, more than 3 Pokemon inside the game. So that's good. That, like, it also doesn't sound like there's anything way too hand-holdy along the way. You get given the first customization option, sportswear matching default outfit of the trainer by the rival sister as you leave Pallet Town. Oh, that's pretty cute. Items are grouped into multiple categories. Your Pokemon box is in your bag. There are capture items such as berries and balls, healing items, battle items such as Guard Spec, Mega Stones, candy, and so forth. With this, you can also have items from other categories outside the main item list such as lures, town map, fossils, key items, miscellaneous stuff like that. Alright. Previous games, gender option contains different options for character's skin tone. There was also some play of the support player function where the second player came to play the game. Their fallen Pokemon is the second in your party and you share the same 6 Pokemon for battle. In this mode, the second player can't interact with the items, Pokemon, or trainers. That's what it looks like because, like, we can see the demo and the people are doing circles through, like, Wild Caterpie and stuff. Overall, the game is clearly a main series Pokemon game. Few tweaks to lure in uninitiated audience. It's not the competitive game, so players want, but at its soul, it's a true Pokemon game. All the gameplay we have recorded, we'll be able to post our exclusive gameplay as soon as we can, possibly later this week, so be sure to keep checking back. And I think that that's a great summary about what's going on with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee then, because you can just look at it, and it is a true Pokemon game. And even if it's like, alright, it's pretty much just Pokemon Go catching, and then the rest is all people losing their minds over things that aren't there. You know, we don't know how handholdy this game is going to be, but it looks like not at all, at least up until Brock, but that's the only time it would be handholdy. like, Joe Merrick probably would have made a complaint about, oh man, there's a cutscene here, and there's a cutscene here, and there's a cutscene here, and it feels just like Pokemon Sun and Moon, but his only thing was like, no, the game is not easier, because you will already have a grass or water type Pokemon, because you catch so many Pokemon, and then that's just not going to be handholdy. Put those fears to rest, because this is still a true Pokemon game, and the Pokemon Go catching is still going to be a small portion of gameplay compared to the rest of the main series shenanigans going on. So, there were a few things I learned, like the comboing, lures, Scissor Slide, Bouncy Bubble, Bug Buzz, or Buzzy Buzz, and all this stuff like that. But then, it's kind of just like confirmation. No confirmation, no held items, no abilities. Confirmation of the way that a couple of the gameplay mechanics work, just kind of like from the weird visuals that we got. And I guess we're just going to kind of take this and see where it goes. So, guys, enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.